Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning Haji. Thank you Haji, Tuan Haji Burhanuddin Radzi, founder and the CEO of Copaque Production. We can speak Malay and English now because we have two audience Haji.
Okay.
And then one in some students are Malaysian, some students are from other part of the country, from Nigeria, from China, right? Okay, today we are very fortunate to have Tuan Haji Burhan Radzi. Bukan senang nak dapat Tuan Haji Burhan Radzi datang ke program-program yang kita organize gini. Sebab Tuan Haji Burhan Radzi ni dia pemalu sikit. Pemalu. Dia banyak bercakap kan, quite vocal dalam menjara kepandangan-pandangan. So pada hari ni, today we want to hear and want to listen to advice and experiential learning, some experience from Tuan Haji Burhan Radzi dalam developing the intellectual property of a very famous program in Southeast Asia, and we can consider as the world lah. In recent award given by one award company from the US, right? Upin and Ipin has gathered around
10 million subscribers.
10 million subscribers. It's something, a figure that's very difficult for other intellectual property, creative product from Malaysia to reach to that kind of level. So we want to hear to Tuan Haji Burhan today, to tell your story, how you develop, how you begin to involve in the production of animation program series like Upin. Okay, Tuan Haji.
Okay, good afternoon. Hi everybody. Okay, a lot of people was very proud that Malaysia have a very popular cartoon characters, Upin and Ipin. If you look at Asia, apart from Japan or Korea, only Malaysia have a well-known characters. If you look at India, which is a very big country, and they have a lot of animation company, there's none that you can associate with India. Also China also, there are some, but not really popular outside. But when you talk about Upin, everywhere people know, and you can hear that. So we are very proud. Actually, to be honest, I'm not from the creative industry. I'm a petroleum engineer by training. When I graduated in 1982 from University Technology Malaysia as a petrol engineer, because of my scholarship Petronas, I joined Petronas. First 1.5 years in KL, then they transferred me to Miri. So in Miri, I worked with attachment with Shell, and then Petronas asked me to lead the takeover of Shell field. So I did that. We took over. There's a lot of things that I learned about that. It's how to train local people to replace these all Shell people. So I'm very subscribe to everything you can do. You must believe in local people.
The most important is how you manage the people.
Yeah. A lot of people doesn't want to take risk.
Yeah.
So if you are given a chance to manage all that, and you are prepared to take a calculated risk, if you put all the safety features behind it, you are able to do it. So after 10 years and the mission completed, we took over the field, the operation from Shell. Then I decided to leave.
Haji, we can see that the term, the pipeline, right? In petroleum industry is quite famous, right? In other production process also we have the term pipeline. So how you compare the production process of the petroleum and the production process?
Let me finish with the story first.
Okay.
If you jump, people don't understand.
Okay, right. Okay.
So after I come back to KL, I get into business world. So I manage a company. There's a company invited me to be the managing director. So I developed the company from 4 million turnover to 160 million turnover within 4 years. Then after that, my partner want to go for listing. I decided to quit. So that's when, before I left the company, the instruction to my partners is until you get somebody to buy my share, you cannot go for listing, and I'll stay at home and you pay me full salary. So for 2 years I just playing golf. Then after 2 years, they managed to find a company to buy my share. So I got a lot of money. Then my wife said, you're not going to be pro golfer because I'm old already. At that time I was 50 years old, and we need to do something. So I asked her, what you want to do? She said, we go into film. That's when I do the research. Then I found out film is very hard to enter. The reason because all the staff, all the people who are involved in film are freelancers, and they don't have the discipline. And the other thing is, where you want to get the director, the artist, they thought they are Hollywood.
Very famous, right?
Yeah, like director, they thought they are Steven Spielberg. And the artists are Brad Pitt. They are so high. But when you ask them to do the film, at that time, I don't see any blockbuster
in Malaysia.
In Malaysia. Although these people are talking so big. So I told my wife, very dangerous to go in. So at that time is year 2004. And the government is pushing for animation business. Because at that time, Tone was saying that animation is the next growth area. Because most of the world-class animated film was done in the third world, because it's a lot cheaper. If they do the animation in US,
of course it will be expensive.
One animator, the salary is about, they say about 5,000 US. But in Malaysia, a good animator, the salary is about 4,000 ringgit. So there's a lot of difference. 5,000 US is about 20,000 a month. So it's very costly. So most of the film, initially they do it in Canada, then they move to
India,
Australia. Later they go to India, which is a lot cheaper. But India, they have a lot of problem with management and all that. Thailand also is another place they go. Philippines, they are famous for 2D, also Sinjok. So at that time, Malaysia just wanted to do it.
They want to start.
So in 2004-05, the government is putting a lot of money as incentive so that this industry will grow big. I remember mostly at the time budget, they put a budget of 200 million so that you can get grant to do that. So I said it's a good thing to go. And at that time, a lot of university already producing animators. So it's happened. I told my wife, let's do it. But when we are about to start, I realized a lot of the animation that was famous in the 80s, like Yusuf Santorian, Anak-Anak Sidik, Keluang Man, no longer in the market. And the studio is no longer available. So I said, there must be something wrong with it. So that's when I go and look, who's the owner. So I managed to meet Arwah Kam Ismail. Kam. He was instrumental to produce Keluang Man, Santorian, all that. So I asked him, what happened? Why the studio closed? He told me, actually they are from comic side. They grouped together, they wanted to do it. So somebody is pumping the money. They become investor. But the problem, when he's famous, all these creative people are asking for a lot of money. Owners, all that. But this company, the investor cannot give it because their market is only ATM.
Yeah, it's very small market, right?
Yeah, ATM only, and the amount is that much.
Yeah.
So they cannot give. So when they cannot give, so these boys left.
Yeah.
So when they left the company, nobody can do. Then it's closed. So I said, oh, like this is very dangerous because I'm going to put money. If they leave me, I'm going to be high and dry.
So this is where Haji
Then I asked the initial group to do the pipeline process.
Yeah.
Because if you have a pipeline process, which is the process, the one, you can be assured that they will produce quality, the product at a certain quality over and over again. So it's about 8 people. They did the R&D for 8 months. Once they got the process finalized, he showed it to me, and then that's the product. I'm quite satisfied. Then I asked them to develop training program for each process 1, 2, 3, 4. We must have a training program to input new people. So each process must have training program to put in new people. With that, you're not worried if
someone left.
If the pioneer people want to leave.
Yeah, we leave company.
Anytime you can replace.
But it's actually a gig. When someone leaves the country, it shows something maturity to the people. Also, it's part of the career. So definitely you should have.
I don't agree. I don't agree. This is all bullshit.
All bullshit. Okay.
So you young people, you should learn not to jump from one company to another company just to get an extra 100 ringgit or 200 ringgit salary. There's no use. You must build your skill and your name. So at least you must stay 4 or 5 years until people can recognize and associate you with that specialty.
Then you can leave.
Then if you want to do something or you want to go to another company, it's good. But if you work here 6 months and then you jump to the other one, they got 50 ringgit rise in salary, I think you better stop because the employer will get together. They remember all these people. They will talk about all this. The market is not big.
The market is not big. Yeah.
So that's how it is. In reality about this process, I don't think a lot of people know that for an animation company to be successful, it must have a pipeline process. Because the pipeline process will determine the feeling of the animation and the soul of the animation. So let's say you look at Mickey Mouse, you know it's Disney, the way they move. So even Disney come up with a new IP or a new series, the animation you can
feel and look and feel.
You can straight point out this is Disney. Like our company, when they see this Upin, not only Upin, all our other animation, they know this come from Copaque. So it's very important.
The signature.
Because in the process, it will determine how you produce, how the movement being done, all that. So it's important for animation company to have the process pipelines. In our company, the process pipeline control the production. So it's no longer people controlling the production flow. It's all controlled by the process. If this guy signed with a job today, he cannot finish. Tomorrow the other process cannot work.
Yeah, because it wait one after another, right?
It's just like a factory. So it's very important you establish this kind of pipeline because you are dealing with creative people. Creative people very clever in giving creative answer why they cannot deliver.
Yeah. So if you look at the scenario in our production, so most of the country before we can see that the creative people is very difficult for them to get the deadline for them. So this is something that a challenge for you.
If you have a good pipeline, they have to deliver on time. There's no hiccup. So far, we have no problem. There's, if you say it's 20 years, June, you have to be delivered, it must be delivered.
I think the same thing also applies to TV3 or any media organization. Also, if you work in RTM, if the deadline 9 o'clock in the morning, you have to deliver. By hook or by crook, you have to deliver.
Yeah.
But people may be outside working as an independent, for example.
Yeah,
They might have.
the problem, most of the other animation companies, they don't have a pipeline to control the production.
Yeah.
So they rely on their supervisor or their leader. If they slack, they slack. Yeah. But in our company, the leader have no say about controlling. The control is the process.
Is there any event or any experience there is some break a bit on your pipeline in the process of some delay or something like that?
If delay, they have to catch. They have to work around the clock
In order to meet the
to meet. Because if one department delay, the other department idle.
You just pay the money. You just pay the
Cannot. They will be very, very angry.
Okay, this is how Haji developed the pipeline for the production. Haji always associate the pipeline production of animation company with your experience working in the
because I'm an engineer.
Engineering. Oh, you are a trained engineer. So how Haji? Okay, we move from the pipeline into the issue of developing the IP. Yeah, developing the IP. So started from last time when I talked to you, Haji. Haji, one product, for example, normally the product will reach the maturity. So you reply to me, no, Dr. Megat, I will sell Upin until the end. So how you develop Upin from scratch until it built the reputation, reaching not only to Malaysia, Southeast Asia, but global market. How you develop this IP?
When you do animation, because it's young people who do it, they don't have the experience all that. So the tendency for young people to do animation is always what is superhero. They like to fight all that. Yeah. So I told them,
Power Rangers.
the problem is superhero. It's nice for you to do the action because they want to show their creativity on doing the animation. But the problem with superhero, you will run off idea after one season or two seasons, because you have to create the problem and then they will fight to solve the problem.
Yeah.
So me and my wife doesn't agree to go for that direction. So what we say at the time, the government is still new, want to push it, and MDEC embarked on Saladin program, which personally I say is a failed project, because they were asked to spearhead Saladin to show that Malaysians are capable of doing animation. But I told them that you choose the wrong subject.
Yeah.
First, Saladin is not ours.
Yeah.
It's Middle East. So, and the story is about crusade and written by Malaysian. Definitely, you have Malaysian angle, Muslim angle. And where you want to sell? You're talking about Europe, America. Because you have Muslim angle on crusade, who want to buy from Europe? Then they say probably Middle East is the next one, their market. I told them Saladin is Kurdish and not even Arab. And the Arab doesn't like Kurdistan. So you can sell. Then the story is not Malaysian. Your arahan the government instruction is for MDEC to produce, to spearhead something so that the local will follow. Now you are producing foreign product and you want to have a high quality animation. But when people look at it as though it's Disney, so people thought it's Aladdin. We thought Aladdin.
So
But
it
there
does
is no spirit.
no,
national spirit.
it doesn't reflect Malaysian.
Yeah, it doesn't reflect spirit of
So
Malaysia.
if you want to sell it, they say, "Wow, Malaysia is very good on animation." People say, "Where?" Because when they search, they look at something. It's probably Disney.
Yeah.
So that's why when we launched into this Upin, initially we wanted to do the film Gang Pengembaraan Bermula. So Upin Ipin is not the hero in that film. When we created the story, when we embarked on the filmmaking, the hero is Badrul. We want to push Badrul. And my team created that two boys. They say if you have that two boys, twins, it'll be very cute to make a story.
Yeah.
They differentiate between Upin and Ipin with one hand, one strand of hair. The reason is bald, no hair, because we want to save on
Easy to rendering.
So the original script for Upin Ipin, in the original role of Upin Ipin in the film, just showing their grandfather house.
Atuk what?
When Badrul asked when the grandfather house, they will show that. Then after they make a pipeline, they have a small clip. I think if you go and look at YouTube, you will see they are riding motorbike. That's the first clip that we produced using that pipeline. So I went to Cannes. I think it's in April. So it's made TV. So happened I met TV9 boss Arwah. So I show him this. We are going to make animation this. So he said, "Oh, very interesting." He said, "Why don't you produce something for Ramadan?" At that time, you were in Cannes in April. Ramadan is in October. So when I came back from Cannes, I told my team, let's try. We got a lot of rejection from my team. They said, if we're going to do TV series, we're going to delay the production of film. But I told them, yeah, I'm investing. Every month I'm paying your salary. It's about 40 to 50,000 a month. Definitely I want to see, tested in the market whether your animation can be accepted or not. So I told them, take out the two tips out and we do something for Ramadan. So Aja is supposed to be writing, even the script for film, she is the lead writing.
Developing the
story,
idea, the story, yeah.
So I told them I want 5 episodes of 5 minutes. Just to test. That's in 2007. So they come up. The script team, we asked them to write. So when they come up with the script, give it to Hajar. She was very angry. Because in that script, they were telling Upin, wake up in the morning, curi makan. That's not the spirit. What it says. So in the end, I have to sit down with her because she don't know how to use computer. And she's never lived in kampung. So I have to sit down with her to write the script together with her. And she have the talent to do that. She know how to arrange it. So the first episode is introduction to fasting. So what is fasting? So Opa will say, you can't eat from morning until dawn. Until evening, dawn to evening. Then Upin will say, matilah, going to die.
That's the element of your human.
All the script come from her. All the dialogue come from her. And she wanted a positive connotation. Something. She said we must have catchy phrase like song. That's when she introduced betul. And true enough, it becomes very popular. So I remember it's about 1 month before fasting, we went to see TV9. That time we finished the first episode. Went to see Arwah Cik Bo. Came into the office, they don't have the projector. he don't have the DVD player. So he said you go and play outside. So outside is the whole office.
We'll watch the
So,
pilot.
Yeah, the big office, open office.
Yeah.
So when we put on that, so everybody watching. The thing is, the guy at the end there, he didn't see the video, but he hear only the
sound,
the
dialogue, yeah.
And he laughed like hell. So after that, I said, Chivo, how is it? He said, it's that guy didn't watch and he enjoyed it. Yeah, take it.
Okay, this is the word that we always remember when I produce content for TVC last time. Sometimes people don't watch the content, but they listen to the content, right?
They laugh.
Yeah, they love it, right? So this is one of the most important ideas.
So we got it. Then we keep on producing. Wanted 5 episodes.
Yeah.
So Haja arranged it. 4 is about fasting. The last one is about Hari Raya. So in another 2 weeks to Hari Raya.
So what the duration is?
5 minutes.
5 minutes only, right?
So in another 2 weeks to Hari Raya, the script is not written. So I asked the boy, where's the parent? They said
This is not the character you have to develop, right? Yeah.
They said they don't have enough time to develop it. You have to take 2 weeks for each character.
Yeah.
So we went back and wrote that early in the morning they went to the graveyard. Pray. That's why they become orphan. So
yeah.
until now we didn't tell how the story is. Okay. So 2007 when we released that TV series on TV9, it became a hit. At that time there's no FB, no YouTube, nothing.
Yeah.
So a lot of people discussing on the blog.
Yeah.
So we are very happy that they hit.
You set the mark, like you set the trend during this time.
But it created problem to us because in the original film script, Upin is not having a role. So Haja said we have to revamp the story and put Upin inside. So it delayed another 6 months to finish that film. So the following year, TV9 asked us to continue with that series for the Ramadan. So we produced another 12 episodes of Ramadan for TV9. And it's 2008. At the end of 2008, we completed the film Gang Pengembaraan Bermula, and I have 40 staff. They are ready to do project.
To do the production line,
Production. But we don't have any project.
Yeah.
So I told them, let's do Upin full series. So we changed the format from 5 minutes to 7 minutes so that 3 episodes can be half an hour program. So I told them, I want every year we produce 42 episodes
of Upin,
which is 7 minutes each. Yeah?
On Channel 9, right?
So Channel 9 ready to buy. So we sold it to TV9, and the film was screened in February 2009, and that year we won the box office film of the year. I think collected 6.2 million. You imagine at the time, 6.2 is quite big.
Yeah.
So
for the production.
That's why I said it cannot go to film. If my film can get 6.2, can get the box office of the year award, where are those claiming Spielberg film? They must be doing very bad. So lucky I go in that direction. So he was famous. Then went to Cannes. I used to go to Cannes because that's where they market all the TV production. There are 2 markets. One in Mid TV in April. The other one is Midcom in October. So I met with people from Indonesia, the TPI station, TV Pendidikan Indonesia, Televisi Pendidikan Indonesia. So I tried to push, but cannot work. So came back, tried to go to Jakarta, also cannot work. Then somebody helped me. They managed to penetrate
the Indonesia market.
Yeah. That was in 2010.
So, Aji, look at this Indonesian market because the background of the culture maybe a bit similar. That was the one of the reasons why Upin had well received by the people in Indonesia.
At that time, nobody bothered about Indonesian market.
Market, right?
Yeah, now only you say huge. At that time, in 2004, 2005, the one who drives it is from MDEC. And this MDEC, most of the officers are rich man people. So they study overseas, they come back. So they definitely, their
The culture,
Mecca is
yeah.
always in Europe. They are looking at Europe.
But
But after a few trips to Europe, US, Japan, Canada, all that, when I did this market study, I said, no way you can go into this market. Because if you realize animation is about little detail, you can have the same animation, but if you want to go to Europe, you must have this little detail. For example, if a child, the parent doesn't want to give what he wanted, young child, he wanted something, but the parent doesn't want to give. In Europe, the parent will say, "This it's not good for you." Then the child, the reaction different. But in Asian, you say you cannot take it. You know what the child will do? He will swim on the floor. These are the little details.
But we have to give particular attention, right?
Yeah, particular attention. That's
Yeah.
the cuteness of the animation.
Yeah.
And if you know, the actors in animation is the animator.
Yeah, the image is they put themselves inside
Yeah.
the character.
They are the actors. If they have never been living in Europe or America,
They cannot.
they cannot do that.
Yeah, they cannot. do
Yeah.
that. That's why the spirit inside themselves, what
Cannot.
they experience, so they put inside the character of Upin.
So I said Asia must be a market because the Asia population is only billion, half of the world population. And if you go to Europe, I think you have experience with the times like that.
Yeah.
When you want to sell it, they will say which age group you want to do.
Yeah.
Because if you're talking about preschool, something will be different, the content. If you're talking about 8 to 12, it's different like that. So, in Europe, at that time, they just introduced all these gadgets. And they are so advanced. Each room got their own TV. So they're just talking about each group content, very specific. But if you look in Asia, one house only one TV.
Yeah. So the segment of the audience market is a bit bigger compared.
No, if one house, one TV, who hold the remote?
The children, sometimes the kid, sometimes the
The
mom.
youngest kid
Yeah.
and the mom. So that's why I told my chief, we have to produce content intended for the child, but loved by the mom.
Yeah. Intended for the child,
But
loved by the mom, by the many.
So that's why it's different, the way we do everything. So when it first want to go into Indonesia, they wanted to dub it. I told them, no. If the Indonesian film goes into Malaysia, we never dub. We never dub. We come with original. So this one, I request that it goes with Bahasa Malaysia.
So when you now it's quite popular with the world. Yeah, betul.
So the TV station is quite skeptical because they worried that Indonesian film doesn't accept it. So I said just put a subtitle. But surprisingly, when it hit the market, all the Indonesian children say lucu. They love it.
Lucu, yeah.
Lucu. So they love it. That's why it's very popular.
You
And
also our students from Indonesia here in
Yeah.
this class.
so when they wanted it, I put a price. They say they cannot afford. So and then they offer a different proposition. They said, let's share with the advertisement income.
It's not
At that time, nobody knows.
Huh?
At that time,
At that
nobody have that experience.
nobody that have that kind of arrangement.
Nobody know what's the magnitude.
Yeah.
I told my team, I don't know. Rather than we can't sell there, take it. So we took it.
Yeah.
So up to 8 months, then only you see the money because they have to close the account for that month, all that. Then only they give. But in the end, they said, rugi pak, kata, seharusnya kita beli putus. Ini kayak dirampok.
Because otherwise, if they didn't mean the quantum at the beginning, so they
Yeah.
will know how much to give you. But now because of sharing,
Sharing is huge now.
kayak dirampok.
Yeah. They feel regret but it's a good. Yeah, we are
Good
very
example, that is a
Yeah.
good experience. That's what I said, Haji, it's a good experience for us. You are the one who venture this
Yeah.
kind of arrangement.
So it's really big. When you first hear then you see a lot of apa tu piracy.
Yeah.
You go to the market, every t-shirt, everything they're selling Upin. So in Indonesia, if you want to address that, the one who take the action is the police.
Yeah.
So each police station. So we told them, go and take action. We told them, whatever you get, we want 10%. Then they queue up with my partner office over there to get the statement signed. I told my partner, I don't want to hear. So one day, I met minister, parents, all this. I just told them, ya kita senang bu, nah kita share revenue. There's nothing much you can say. But it's really big income from there. And it's propagate. So after it hit Indonesia, then Disney came. Disney, whenever I go to Cannes, I never make appointment to sleep there because everybody are queuing up to see Disney. You have to book 6 months in advance. Okay, I don't want to see you.
You have pride in
Yeah.
yourself, right?
Then one day I got a call from Singapore. Caller, you want to be? Yes, I want to come to your office tomorrow.
They come to you.
So he came to my office. He said, I watch it in CD. I like it. I want to buy the right thing. So negotiate. So when it comes to negotiation, you have to be very, very careful.
Very careful. This is
With Disney
yeah.
or whatever American come to.
Whatever
Because if you look at the contract, there are big letter, there are small letter, they are very small. So
big
we have
letter,
experience.
small letter,
Yeah.
and very small letter.
So we have experience. And even at one time, I told the MD in my office, I said, you from America, you just sign here. But if you do business in Asia, you have to behave like Asia. If you start sending lawyer to my office, the relationship become hostile. After that, we had no problem with it. I told him straight in the face. Yeah, it's one time they say, you cannot have this term because this is a standard agreement from the bank, which is their headquarters in US. If you want it, I have to ask permission from them. I said, I don't work with Disney. You want my product, you go and get the amendment. Okay.
So that's the pride that we have.
Yeah.
But sometimes, Maji, we are looking at our this is the question of the intellectual property, the copyright. So how your advice to the content maker or to the producers and the producers to safeguard their intellectual property, to know how to negotiate, to know how to protect your rights.
Yeah, first thing you have to register. Yeah. And then you have to control the leak. Yeah. Like film. Film. If you go into the theater, you can control the leak. The moment you sell to OTT platform or to television, then you cannot control. Tomorrow you get the piracy.
Straight away you can get even Astropher can.
Yeah, I don't want to say that, but the moment you give to OTT or to any TV, they play, people can record, and the next day it will go. So like Upin Case Zaman Tugal is already almost 1 year over. You cannot get it on internet until now.
How you manage?
Yeah, because we cannot give to Astropher, we cannot give to all the OTT because we are planning to show it on cinema in China, Turkey, Bangladesh. We already signed. We're supposed to show it. But it's unfortunate it's being hit by COVID. So all these places closed. So we cannot show it. So because cannot show it, we have to hold. Because the moment it goes into internet, then it have no value for cinema. That's why until now, people cannot get on cinema or on online or on television. Because we're still hoping to work it out with the cinema in foreign countries. But inshallah, if we cannot get it at the end of the year, we'll release all this on the OTT.
Okay, Haji, you have already got 10 million subscribers on the YouTube. How you compensate between this cinema? You compensate. Okay, this one is area or the OTT or YouTube. How you compensate?
The thing is, YouTube is a platform for you to show your product.
Yeah.
But if you notice, our company don't put Upin officially on YouTube. Because we respect our broadcasters. Once we have sold to the TV station, we will not put it on YouTube unless there is special occasion. Only certain TV only. But the thing is, if you declare to YouTube that this is original, anybody who upload on YouTube, the income will come to you. That's why we don't care. People are talking about piracy or that. Because the moment we upload, all our program we upload to, we will tell YouTube, this is ours. Then whoever put, they will match it. It's ours. The image
Automatically belong to you.
it belongs to you.
So there's another terms that we can discuss with YouTube. So whoever upload the content,
That's YouTube punya
rule undang-undang. So you allow people to
they don't care
whoever put. So as long as people click and watch it, you get the money.
Yeah, because YouTube is very mechanical.
Yeah.
So the moment you upload your product, they put hit ratio.
Yeah.
And then they match whatever put there.
Yeah,
If the image is
they have the algorithm over there.
They trace siapa punya.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about that. So, but yes, previously people don't want to go into YouTube.
I want to touch you that Aji with recent discussion over the social media about Pavitra, where he refused to be paid by the producer, because he feels that by producing YouTube, she gets stable income, and then she doesn't want to appear with even though the producer want to pay a bit money for her, because she really appreciate the content that she produce.
Like Pavitra,
Yeah.
Pavitra, he's an ordinary household,
housewife.
housewife. Is not a star.
Yeah.
So definitely she's afraid
Yeah.
to go into TV. And then I think they are satisfied when they earn about 12,000 to 50,000 a month, kan? Just cooking curry only.
Yeah.
So it's a new event. So then she got a lot of interview from there. Then when the TV open to make program, I don't know how much they want. But I think she's afraid to go into that. They put high ceiling price. Save is way. If I don't want to go, I said, how much you want to pay?
Just like I invite Dato' Haji come to you. How much you want to pay for my appearance? Actually, you don't want to come.
That's how to avoid.
Just how to avoid, right? But you kind today, apa ni Haji? You come and willing to share your experience together with us. So how you start off with Repute. And talking some more about this copyright, how do you see the whole industry in Malaysia, the players, the producers, and then the content creator, about the understanding of copyright, or how the moral right, the commercial right in Malaysia?
Yeah, I don't know. Most of the film producer, the way I see it, they don't have the financial clout. They can't hold their product. So after play in the cinema, straight go to Astropus.
Yeah. Straight go to Astropus, then it will open up the
Once they go into Astropus, then finish.
piracy.
So if you had a financial clout, there's a lot of things you can do. Even you can bargain with us, raise the price. Like us, Astros told us, you have to play on Astro first, at least 3 months after you finish the showing in cinema. That's their policy.
So Haji, a lot of people just now we discuss. Oh, Haji, when come to Haji, everything can negotiate in terms of the white level, in terms of the windows. But in general, people they have to set term and conditions set by station, set by ATM, set by Media Prima to buy they can buy from you windows, but they buy all right of the content from the other producer. What makes things seem different, and how the producer or the content creator can bargain with the station? Do we need some sort like government interference or government certain kind of template for us to follow?
That's a problem in Malaysia. It's just like you have 3-4 children.
Yeah.
So if you want something from your elder sister, you ask your father to interfere.
As far as interfere, yeah.
That's not right. You are creative. You must make your product everybody wants. Then you can bargain. If they say this price, like Astropus, they were saying today, their policy is always 3 months. Showing in cinema. If not, you cannot enter Astropus. I told them, okay. Then they asked, you don't want 1 million revenue? I said, my car is more expensive than that. You wait until I give you.
So that kind of bargain, maybe you.
We told them we are going all over the world. Enter into the cinema. So that's why we cannot release. So if they threaten, and that's the answer you get. But until now, they are chasing. I think we just conclude with them.
Yeah, but some people
say
say
in November.
The proverb say that to Haji, beggar cannot beggar cannot demand, you know, because our content creators sometimes they don't have money, you know. So like it or not, or you take it and leave it lah. So maybe that is the concern of other.
Other people, they have to sell.
Yeah.
If not, they cannot survive.
They cannot survive. Yeah.
But for us, we have the financial clout to hold. But that means you can value the product. But the other thing, most of our product we can sell over and over and over until.
Okay, Haji mentioned about the 70-30. You know, you only make money from the production. It's about 30 to 40%, and the rest comes from the other products, advertising. So this one is another area that people don't really understand how it contributes to your income.
And now, right now, I think about 80% comes from production. Income that was generated from our product, from BP and all that. But the way we sell it, there's so many platforms. Because it's so popular, you go to Disney Asia, Disney India, you go to Netflix, and there's one TV station in South Korea also take it. So all over the world it goes. So that creates a lot of things. The interest. Apart from selling this program, we also have what they call sponsored program. Sponsored program where people want to put their sponsorship and they want to have a product placement and all that. It's quite huge. This year, most of the people who put in that is the government agency, the ministry, because they know if Upin push anything,
can get effect.
not only it have impact on the children,
Yeah.
on everybody. For example, at one time, what is this? SPRM, Rasuah, commissioners do that. So when we did the content, they brought to international conference in Europe. That 3 episode won best the award. So it really effective. After we showed it on the TV, then a lot of comment. Now we can see a comment on every Instagram. You say Upin really great program.
Because we can see that animation meant when we read literature, some of the books is studied by the university, right? Content for television, content for children is a very specialized, and certain countries it is limited. For example, BBC, they have certain program like BTBB, right? They have two various kind of character inside TVB program for Indonesia, and then the government spend a lot of money under the BBC content, without paying attention to the commercial value. So we balance the commercial value and content. Maybe, as you said just now, has some educational value as well.
Yeah, it's very important that each program, Hajjah is very particular. Each program, each episode, it must have educational value. And all the dialogue cannot be empty dialogue. It must be purpose. So, how is it? But we plan. Some of them we commercialize. That's where we get sponsors from outside, product placement. But we had to also be very careful because our product will go to so many countries. We cannot overdo it. We have to do subtle way.
Subtle,
but people are talking about merchandising. They can do merchandising. Yes, we do merchandising. We have our own company to do it. But it's not cheap. And any one time in my store, there are about 2 million worth of merchandising. So you have to come up with that amount of money to do. For example, if you do a shirt, a design for t-shirt, you have to have 3 XLS. You can, then from 3, at least one size, you must have 10, 20. Then what else? Then the color. Probably you have 5 colors. All these, and then there's a minimum order from the factory to print it. So you're talking about every time you want to do it, it's about 10,000. But if you start selling, at least 30% can be sold.
At least 30%. So, Haji, coming back to the issue of copyright, intellectual property, because Radzi already touched about how you went to the international market. How you see, because Japan also they have developed animation character inside there for the Nobita, for example. Sorry, about Nobita, right? So you also deal, you have some dealing also with Japan. How you look at comparison between Malaysia, how you deal and how people in Japan doing the animation program over there.
Japan
The
on
way
the
market.
whole, on the whole, the Japanese they accept animation as one of the things that we see. They are very passionate about this anime, all that. Anime basically for teenagers.
Yeah.
So a few companies in Malaysia are trying to do animation, like anime, to cater for teenagers. But the problem when you want to sell to TV station, the TV station only know that all animation should be played in children bed.
Yeah.
Children bed.
Yeah, under the children bed.
They don't have teenager bed.
Yeah.
So how you want to sell? That's a problem. You cannot make this kind of anime
In Malaysia.
in Malaysia. There's no market.
Oh, okay.
Even you bring to Indonesia also, they will say the
There's
same.
market.
We have
Because the
only-
segmentation of market in Malaysia, we still build 1 to 3 years old, 3 to 6 years old.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have that kind of belting for the programming, right?
who set the belt?
The station set the belt.
That's why they are all old
Old school,
old school.
old way how to.
But now the younger children they don't watch TV anymore.
they're watching on the
Ah,
on the new platform, right?
so you must know how to sell it. Where you want to put it is very very complicated.
Complicated, I see. That's really.
In Japan, there's not much piracy. They respect all that. Just like in Europe, nobody talking about piracy. And if you want to show it in TV there, normally the company who produce the thing like Ultraman, Ultraman Suburaya, Ultraman is owned by Suburaya, didn't put it on TV. It was put by Bandai. Bandai have the right to produce all the merchandising.
Okay, Haji. Okay, if we look at the structure of television procurement or acquisition, RTM, Media Prima, for example, TV3. So normally they buy all right from other TV stations, from the other producers, right? They buy all right. So meaning that they will keep the right for themselves, and then the producer no longer have the control on commercial right, and the people down there, the content creator, they don't have the moral right for the product because they already sold all right to the TV station. Now there are a lot of debate on this. How we want to improve the system in order this copyright, maybe the copyright, so we have to do some negotiation again. So how the producer sell their right to the TV station, so they still can maintain in order to develop their copyright letter to the other channel or other kind of program like you did before, like you did to your Upin anything.
I only sell broadcasting right.
You don't sell the copyright, the whole right?
No.
Yeah. So how you manage to do that? The people cannot do that.
Initially, in the beginning, RTM did give me a contract to do it. But they say hak cipta kerajaan Malaysia. I throw back. I don't want to do. So I got a program. I sell the broadcasting right only.
Yeah.
If you don't want to buy the broadcasting right, never mind. I don't sell. But because of my program so popular, they will chase me.
Okay, so this one can we do in order for the development of market? So some people like IG, maybe you have a very vast understanding of copyright. You have money to hold the cloud, to hold your. But other people, other beginner, young people, young talent, develop, they don't have it. So what are the functions of the government agency, for example, BINAS, or administration or the government
Yeah.
itself.
To me, it's back to you are using your father to get what you want. I think it's high time you should stop it. All these people must make a product that people can chase. If you put on YouTube, within 1 week you got 3 million followers, everybody will open their eyes.
Just like Pavitra lah.
Yeah. The problem now, you put 3 years or so, you got 50,000 people, then you want to talk so big to the government, please help me tell. The important thing for all these creative people to come up with a different product and people chase for it. Then you can talk big to the television. You want, you take. This is my term.
Okay, Haji, this one is a very good discussion. Is there any question from the floor? Ada tak soalan daripada you, maybe if you have something from student to ask or something from the we got 1 hour already with Haji, we take some time. So if we don't have any question from the floor or from the our audience outside there.
So thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Tuan Haji Burhanuddin, because to share his experience on how he developed Upin as one of the famous animation program in Malaysia and in the world market. Okay, thank you, Haji, for having you here today, and thank you very much. And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.